Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Easy English Podcast with Emily and Michael.
Hey guys, we're really happy you're here with us today.
We hope you're doing well.
And today, we're talking about something very personal, very common, and very important.
Yes, today we're talking about being too hard on yourself.
Which is something many people do, even if they don't always notice it.
That's so true.
A person can look calm and normal on the outside,
Yes,
but inside, they may be judging themselves all the time.
exactly.
So maybe we should start with a simple question. What does being too hard on yourself mean to you?
For me, it means expecting too much from yourself and giving yourself too little kindness.
That's a really beautiful answer.
Thank you.
It's very clear too.
I think so. What about you? What does it mean to you?
For me, it means talking to yourself like you are never doing enough.
Yes, that's a huge part of it.
No matter what you do, the inner voice still says you should be doing more, doing better, moving faster, being stronger.
That's so real. I think many people live with that voice every day.
Definitely.
And, after some time, it starts feeling normal.
Yes, that is one of the hardest parts.
Because if it feels normal, people stop questioning it.
Exactly.
They start thinking, this is just how I am.
Or, this is just what serious people do.
Yes, but being hard on yourself is not always the same as being serious or responsible.
That's such an important point.
I think many people confuse self-criticism with discipline.
Definitely.
They think, if I stop pushing myself this hard, maybe I will become lazy.
Yes, I think many people are afraid of that.
Me too.
But I don't think kindness automatically makes people lazy.
No, not at all.
In fact, I think too much pressure often makes people more tired, more scared, and less steady.
I completely agree. So, Michael, do you think you are hard on yourself?
Yes, in some areas, definitely.
Same.
I think I can look relaxed on the outside, but inside I still have moments where I expect too much from myself.
That sounds very honest.
It is.
In what areas are you hardest on yourself?
Usually around progress.
What do you mean?
I mean, I can feel like I should be further ahead.
That's very relatable.
More clear, more disciplined, more successful, more settled, more something.
Yes, I know that feeling too.
And then even normal progress doesn't feel like enough.
Exactly. I think that's one of the clearest signs.
Which sign?
When good things still don't feel good enough.
Wow. Yes.
You do something well, but instead of feeling satisfied, your mind immediately says, okay, but why not more?
That is so real. What about you? In what areas are you hardest on yourself?
I think I can be hard on myself when life feels messy.
That makes sense.
If I feel disorganized or emotionally full, I can quickly become impatient with myself.
Yes.
I start thinking, why am I like this today? Why am I not handling this better? Why can't I just be clearer?
That's such a familiar inner tone.
Exactly.
I think people are often hardest on themselves in the areas where they care the most.
That's a very important point.
If something matters deeply, self-judgment becomes stronger.
Yes, work, health, relationships, routines, confidence, all those things.
Definitely.
I also think many people are hard on themselves because they believe it will protect them.
That's interesting.
I mean, maybe they think if I criticize myself first, then I will not fail.
Wow. Yes.
Or if I push myself hard enough, then I will finally feel safe.
That makes a lot of sense.
But I don't think it really works that way.
No. Usually, it just creates more pressure.
Exactly.
I think being hard on yourself often comes from fear, more than from wisdom.
That is such a strong sentence. I really believe that too.
Me too.
Fear of falling behind.
Fear of failing.
Fear of disappointing people.
Fear of being ordinary.
Fear of not becoming the person you think you should be.
Exactly.
Do you think this starts early in life for many people?
Definitely.
Same.
I think some people grow up learning that approval comes more easily when they do things well.
Yes, that's a big one.
So later in life, they keep pushing themselves, even when no one is asking that much from them anymore.
Exactly. The pressure becomes internal.
And then the person starts doing it to themselves.
Yes. That's such an important point.
I also think social media makes this worse.
Definitely.
Because now people compare themselves all the time.
Yes. Progress, body, work, lifestyle, confidence, habits, everything.
Exactly.
And comparison creates this feeling that everyone else is doing better,
That's so true.
even when it's not the full reality.
Right.
I think social media gives people too many ways to feel not enough.
That's such a good way to say it.
Thank you.
It's really true though.
I think one of the worst effects is that people start feeling late in their own life.
Yes. That's huge.
Like they should already be more successful, more healed, more confident, more settled, more everything.
Exactly.
And then, self-criticism becomes part of everyday life.
I think one sign of being too hard on yourself is that rest starts feeling guilty.
Wow. Yes.
If every break feels like a problem, that usually means something important.
Definitely.
Because rest is normal. Rest is part of life.
Exactly.
But when someone is very hard on themselves, they treat rest like weakness.
That's so true. I think another sign is when one bad day becomes a huge emotional story.
That's a very good one.
Like you have one low energy day, one messy day, one emotional day, and suddenly your mind says, I'm failing. I'm always like this. I can never do anything right.
Yes. That is such a common pattern.
I think being hard on yourself often includes making things more final than they really are.
That's a brilliant way to say it.
Thank you.
It's true, though.
One mistake becomes a full identity.
One awkward moment becomes proof that you are awkward forever.
One tired day becomes proof that you are weak.
Exactly.
I think healthy thinking is softer and also more accurate.
Definitely.
It says, today was difficult.
Not, my whole life is a disaster.
Exactly.
Do you think being hard on yourself helps people improve?
Sometimes, maybe in the short term,
I agree.
but I don't think it helps in a deep, healthy way.
Same.
It may create action through fear,
Yes.
but fear is not a peaceful fuel.
That's such a good sentence.
It really isn't.
I think fear can push people for a while, but it usually creates tension too.
Definitely.
And tension makes life heavy.
I think healthy growth needs more support and less attack.
I completely agree.
I don't think self-kindness means no standards.
That's important.
It just means your standards are not violent.
Wow. Yes.
You can still care. You can still grow. You can still try.
But without speaking to yourself like an enemy.
Exactly.
I think people are often more helped by understanding than by shame.
Yes, that's very true.
If I understand why something is hard, I can work with it better.
Exactly.
But if I only shame myself, I usually feel smaller, not stronger.
That's so real. I also think being too hard on yourself can make life smaller.
In what way?
You stop trying things.
Yes,
You overthink more.
definitely.
You become scared of mistakes.
And then even normal life starts to feel emotionally risky.
Exactly.
I think self-criticism can look strong from the outside.
Yes. But often it makes people more fragile inside. That's such an important point. I think one of the healthiest questions is, would I say this to someone I love?
I love that question.
Because many people would never speak to a friend the way they speak to themselves.
Definitely.
If a friend was tired, they would say, "You need rest."
Yes.
If a friend made a mistake, they would say, "It's okay, you're human."
Exactly.
But for themselves, they say, "Why are you like this? What is wrong with you? You should be better by now."
That's so true. I think people often believe that kindness toward themselves must feel soft and emotional all the time.
What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes self-kindness is very practical.
That's a good point.
Going to bed earlier,
Drinking water,
taking a break,
canceling one extra plan.
not forcing yourself to do 10 things when you clearly have energy for 2.
Exactly. I think self-kindness is not only how you talk to yourself.
It's also how you treat your energy.
Yes, that's such a good point.
By the way, if you enjoy listening to Simple English with us, don't forget to subscribe to Easy English Podcast with Emily and Michael.
And if you think this episode can help a friend with English, feel free to share it with them.
We'd really appreciate that.
Okay, let's keep going.
Let's talk about where softer self-talk can begin.
Good idea.
Because I think many people hear "be kinder to yourself" and think it sounds nice, but they don't know what it means in practice.
Yes, that's very true.
So what does it mean in practice for you?
For me, it means speaking more accurately.
That's really interesting.
Instead of saying, "I'm a mess," maybe I say, "I'm overwhelmed today."
Wow, that's such a good example.
Or instead of saying, "I'm failing," maybe I say, "I'm having a hard week."
Yes, that changes everything.
I think accuracy is kinder than drama.
That is such a strong sentence.
Thank you.
I really like that.
Because when people are too hard on themselves, they often use extreme language.
Yes, always, never, everything, nothing, ruined, hopeless, all those big words.
Exactly.
And those words make the nervous system feel even worse.
Definitely. I also think softer self-talk means leaving room for being human.
I love that.
You can be tired sometimes.
Yes,
You can be confused sometimes.
definitely.
You can need more time than you expected.
Of course.
None of that means you are failing at life.
That's such an important thing to hear. I think another helpful question is, what do I need right now? Instead of what should I be doing right now?
That's beautiful.
I think should creates a lot of pain.
It really does.
But what do I need creates more honesty.
Yes, maybe I need rest.
Maybe I need food.
Maybe I need a walk.
Maybe I need less pressure.
Maybe I need to stop trying to do everything today.
Exactly.
I think one reason people stay hard on themselves is because they are afraid kindness will make them stop growing.
Yes, that fear comes up a lot.
But I don't think growth and kindness are enemies.
Me neither.
In fact, I think some of the healthiest growth comes from a safer inner environment.
That is such a good point.
If your inner world feels more supportive, it's easier to try again,
Definitely.
easier to recover,
Easier to be honest.
easier to keep going.
Exactly. Do you think people can learn to be less hard on themselves?
Yes, definitely.
Me too.
But I think it takes practice.
Yes.
Because if someone has had that harsh inner voice for many years, softness may feel strange at first.
That's a very important point.
It may even feel fake at first.
Yes. Or uncomfortable.
But I think that's normal.
Me too.
The goal is not to suddenly become unrealistically positive.
Right.
The goal is to become more fair, more calm, and more supportive.
I love that.
So if someone listening says, I know I'm too hard on myself, where should they start?
I would say start by noticing the tone of your inner voice.
That's a very good answer.
Not trying to fix everything at once.
Right.
Just notice it. How do you speak to yourself when you are tired, slow, awkward, confused, or disappointed?
That's so important.
Because awareness comes before change.
Definitely. My answer would be begin with one kinder sentence.
I love that.
Not a whole new personality, just one kinder sentence.
Like what?
This is hard right now. I'm tired, not broken. I need support, not shame. Today is difficult, but it's not forever.
Those are so good.
Thank you.
I think another powerful thing is lowering the pressure when life is already heavy.
Yes, that matters so much.
If you are already struggling, adding more pressure usually does not help.
Exactly.
Sometimes, the kindest and wisest thing is to make the day smaller.
I completely agree. So, what's one thing you want to remember the next time you start being too hard on yourself?
That pressure is not always truth.
That's beautiful.
What about you?
That I can grow without attacking myself.
Wow. I love that.
I think that's the real lesson for me.
Me too.
So maybe the message of this episode is simple.
Being hard on yourself does not always make you stronger.
Sometimes it only makes life heavier.
And real growth often needs more honesty, more fairness, and more kindness.
Exactly.
So that was our conversation about being too hard on yourself.
Thanks for spending this time with us on Easy English Podcast with Emily and Michael.
If you enjoyed this episode, subscribe to the channel and share it with a friend who is learning English too.
We'd really appreciate that.
And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.